Born in a northern suburb to French nationals of Algerian descent, Samri Nasri was always destined for greatness, and boy did he show it. Being the oldest of four siblings, Samuel dazzled not only his family, community, and nation with his footballing skills, but won hearts across the entire world. So to the question, how good was Samuel Nasri? I say, damn good. But how damn good, you might ask? Nasri played his early football on the streets of Marseille, playing in little-known clubs and academies before getting his big break, finally getting discovered by Fredly Asselin. Fredly had noticed a talent that would soon be recognized across the world. He signed for he signed Nasri from Marseille's youth academy after Nasri had impressed in games in Italy against big clubs academies like Milan and Juventus. A star was in the making, moving to play in the academy of Marseille at a tender age of 9. Nasri will continue to hone his talent until he was ready to get on the scene with Marseille's first team, coming through their under-19s. On the 12th of September 2004, a young Nasri will make his debut in a defeat against Sochaux, coming off the bench as a substitute. He was used sparingly in the next game against Toulouse before getting his first 90 minutes against Saint-Etienne almost a month later. He would score his first goal against Lyon and assist Nice, and soon solidify his place as a starter in the Olympic Marseille team. Nasri would end the season having played a little over 1,400 minutes for Olympic Marseille. He would struggle in the next season, scoring a goal and bagging 2 assists, but he became indeed a more pivotal presence in the team. In the next 2 seasons, however, Nasri would turn heads of the big clubs around Europe, coming into his own as a goal creator as he bagged 9 goals and a whopping 25 assists over the span of those 2 seasons. It was these performances that got Nasri a move to Arsenal in 2008. Nasri scored on his home debut against West Brom, announcing himself with a match winner. As the season went on, Nasri was moved from the attacking midfield to the left wing, a change from his place or role in the Marseille team. And although he struggled, only scoring 5 other goals in the league and assisting twice, he never failed to show flashes of footballing brilliance. At this time, Nasri was becoming a big part of the club and country, although he was largely limited in international football by his injuries. With injuries plaguing the start of his 2009-10 season, causing Nasri to miss the first 8 games for Arsenal, Nasri's performances continued to suffer when he returned. His best game of that season came arguably against Portsmouth away from home, where he scored a goal and had a scintillating assist. Nasri would dip in and out of the starting 11 and be used primarily on the wing, both left and right, but rarely getting to show his talents in the 10 position. After a gloomy first 2 seasons for Arsenal, Nasri came in the 10-11 season absolutely buzzing. He was strongly adapting to the physicality of the Premier League and was starting to use his excellent dribbling and an eye for goal effectively. In the league, he scored 10 goals, helping Arsenal to finish 4th, only 3 points behind second place Chelsea. This Arsenal team had Cesc Fabregas, Theo Walcott, Lord Bentner, Wilshere, and Ramsey, all in their late teens and early 20s. And this young core was touted to be a possible powerhouse to challenge Manchester United for the title in the coming season. But any hopes Arsenal had of keeping one of their most promising young players, Nasri, were soon dashed as he switched to the then booming powerhouse of Manchester City. Nasri would then prove his worth to Man City, scoring 5 goals and assisting 9 times as the citizens went on to win the league for the first time under new ownership of Sheikh Mansour. Nasri played the full 90 minutes in the game against QPR and was a regular starter throughout the season. Winning the Premier League was Nasri's first taste of major silverware at the senior level. He would go on to represent France at that year's Euro, scoring the opening game against England and helping France to get past the group stages, only to be eliminated by eventual winners Spain in the quarterfinals. Nasri's frustrations with the national team will continue into the next year, as Franck Ribéry was largely preferred to him on the wing at this time. He also faced increased competition on the wing in Manchester City, on the left side with David Silva and on the right side with James Milner. In the end, Manchester City struggled to retain their title that season, losing out the league title to Manchester United by 9 points. But Nasri's performances did recover, and when they did, so did Manchester City's performances, now under a new manager in Manuel Pellegrini. The next Zidane, Nasri largely impressed in the league, starting an overwhelming majority of the games, especially on the left. He would end the season with 21 goals and assists, clinching the league by the help of Sleepy Stevie G. The 14-15 season would, however, mark a significant turning point for Nasri as he was hit hard with injuries. He missed 12 games in the league, primarily due to injuries, and the next season was even worse. He missed a large part of that season with a hamstring injury, and then was released by Manchester City in the next season, moving to Sevilla, where he never really recovered. He only went into a steeper decline, and in 2018, he was banned for 18 months by UEFA for violating anti-doping regulations, something that set back any chances he had to resurrect his career. He did return to play under Manuel Pellegrini again in West Ham in 2019 and eventually retired in 2020. Nasri is one of those guys who will be remembered as a dazzling baller, absolute baller. He was technically gifted and had the flair like none other. He proved his talent on the big stage with Arsenal and Manchester City, ending his career with a resume only a few could match. He was a great player, a winner, and had great skills I'll never forget.